Hello, everybody. This is a totally unplanned live, but I kind of thought it'd be fun just to hop on here and do a live for you guys. I have some time to kill. It's a little late in the day. It's like 3 p.m. right now, but I just figured I would jump on and talk to you guys. So, hey, what's up? How are you? Let's see who's watching. Okay, 1 to 0. Yes. I did message Christina to see if she could watch. I know she might be a little bit busy at this time of day, but I just figured just to hop on and try this palette with you guys, brand spanking new, because I literally just got it in the mail like 10 minutes ago. And I also received another palette that I didn't think was gonna come right now. So I'm kind of surprised that that's here too. So yeah, I'm just going to let me see if Sandra can watch. I was actually going to use my ColourPop Valentine's Day palette again today, as I wasn't sure what time this was going to come today, but since it came now, I figured I would just use it on a live with you guys because I thought it'd be fun. And if you guys can't watch right now, you guys can always go and rewatch. I always get more views with people rewatching my lives rather than my actual video of the products. So I figured, why not just do it now? I actually was supposed to post a video today too, but I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to get that up. It's probably gonna go up tomorrow actually rather than today. So um let me just say on Instagram that I'm live because I don't think anybody knows I'm here. Hey guys, so I decided to jump on a random YouTube live right now trying out the brand new Gourmande Girls C'est L'Amour palette. I thought it would be fun to do a live first impression, so if you guys can watch, that'd be awesome, and I hope to see you guys there because I'm live right now. All right, I guess we're just gonna get started. I feel like more people are on at night than during the day. I haven't really done a live during the day in a little while, so it's always like kind of hit and miss on who's able to watch, but it's okay. We're just gonna go for it. So people will tune in as they're able to, so really not that worried. Okay, so let's start out with priming my eyes. I'm just gonna use my ColourPop Party Proof primer. I don't know why I always want to call this the Pretty Fresh primer because it's not. It's called the Party Proof primer. And I always want to call it like Party Poof. I don't know why either. Like, my brain does not register the name of this primer. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so let's just go ahead and use this guy to prime. And then hopefully somebody will tune in. I'm feeling like no one's really going to watch. But it's okay. So did anybody see Angie's new collab with Odin's Eye? I already saw the palette being teased, and I already knew that the color story was going to be gorgeous just based on the blurred out photos. It looked absolutely stunning. And basically anything Angie touches, I end up falling in love with. So I'm so excited for that palette as well. And I'm going to pick that up because there are 2 palettes on my radar, but I don't know if I need another Valentine's Day palette because I was also thinking about picking up the new Unearthly Cosmetics Valentine's Day palette, but since I just got this Gourmande Girls palette and also the ColourPop Valentine's Day palette, I don't know if I need that Alien palette as well because I did just pick up the Nomad palette too, and that just came in the mail today. And I also am going to pick up the Odin's Eye palette. Nomad is the first new brand to me this year besides Adept Cosmetics, and I'm kind of like keeping my eye on like repurchasing from brands that I really love right now, other rather than trying out new brands. There's only like one or two new brands on my list still, and then I'm pretty much going to slow down a lot. But since Odin's Eye and Unearthly and Gourmand Girls are all releasing like kick-ass releases right now, it's been really hard to not pick them up. So, but I knew I was going to pick up that Angelica Nyquist palette. And I said I was going to calm down this year, but I've already picked up 4 new palettes and 2 of them just came, and I had already tried out the Valentine's Day palette from ColourPop, and then I'm going to get there's another ColourPop palette coming that I picked up, and I'm also going to get the Odin's Eye one. That's already 5 palettes in this new year, but hey, we're not getting any younger, so all right, so now we are going to jump into the Gourmand Girls palette. I really hope somebody tunes in, but it's okay. They can, again, just trickle in as they can. Hopefully somebody will be able to stop by. So first off, the packaging is so dang gorgeous. I think that this is absolutely adorable. Christina actually showed me this palette like a month before it was actually even announced, and I just felt so privileged that she showed me what it looked like. I just felt like that was just so special to me. I mean, like for her to even show me what it looks like, and I'm a small little old little YouTuber. I just thought that that was really sweet of her. Also, the artwork, the color story, and the inside packaging was all done by an Instagrammer named Doodles by the Bunny. And this was actually a freaking killer collab between Doodles by the Bunny and Gourmand Girls Cosmetics. And I just think it's awesome that Christina is growing her brand and is able to work with um, more influencers and more Instagrammers, but Doodles by the Bunny has actually been growing her Instagram as well. And she also took a while to be recognized by bigger brands. And she actually has been working with some awesome brands this year. And of course, Gourmand Girls is an amazing brand. So I just think that this collab makes so much sense. And I think that it's awesome that they were able to work together. And this was a color story by Doodles by the Bunny. I'm not sure when it actually um, was put on her Instagram, but basically what she does is she creates like mock-up drawings of palettes that she wish came to be. Like she does like Urban Decay Naked palettes, she does like Too Faced Chocolate Bar palettes, she does like Anastasia mock-up palettes, she does ColourPop mock-up collections. She does it all, and honestly, like some of her concepts are like way better than some of the brand's executions of these collabs. Like she did this amazing like MAC Sims mock-up eyeshadow palette, and everybody was like, why wasn't this the way that the MAC Sims palette was supposed to be? I mean, yes, like you would think, and also like granted in the game, in The Sims, they really don't wear makeup, honestly. But that MAC palette was so terrible that people were, like, begging MAC to make the Sims palette the one that Doodles by the Bunny mocked up because it was so amazing. And that palette was probably the worst collab palette anyone has ever seen. Like, everybody was like, "This is terrible." Like, your MAC Cosmetics, there's no reason why you can't put a collab palette this beautiful together. Like, the fact that Gourmand Girls Cosmetics is a much smaller brand than MAC Cosmetics, like, internationally known MAC Cosmetics did that pathetic color story when Gourmand Girls Cosmetics can do this amazing collab. I don't understand what happened. But anyway, this is beautiful. Let's open it up finally. So there is a mirror in it, which I think is amazing. Mirrors are very expensive to put in palettes. And this palette is priced at $39.99, which I think is an amazing price for 12 palettes. This is all 12 palettes. 12 palettes. 12 shades. Also, this is like the first Gourmand Girls palette that she has done in this format, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this, with the 12 pan format. It kind of gives me serious Anastasia Beverly Hills vibes. It gives me like really nostalgic Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette vibes, and the color story is absolutely gorgeous. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shimmers. 7 mattes and 5 shimmers. If there's 12, Caitlin, 7 mattes and 5 shimmers. That's 12 shades. So I think that's a great ratio from mattes to shimmers. So let's just go ahead and get started, and because I really want to jump into this palette. So we have, let's just read off the shades really quick. So we have Creme de la Creme, Feminine, Rosé, Rogue, Soiree, and Passion. And then we have Boudoir, Biscus, right? Oui, C'est l'amour, Avant-garde, and Noir. I'm glad that they made them like pretty simple, easy to pronounce names. And also this palette, it was inspired by the love story between Christina, which again is the owner of Gourmande Cosmetics, and her husband's love story. And the fact that they both met in Paris, and I believe that her husband is still in Paris. He's trying to get to the US. So they can obviously live in the US together and she can be with her husband. But I just think it's such a gorgeous, beautiful story. And who, of course, Paris is like the city of love. So it just makes perfect sense. And this was obviously her Valentine's Day launch. So it's just awesome. So I can't wait to dip into this palette. So let's just stop rambling. I'm trying to think about whether or not I want to use Rosé or Creme de la Creme in the crease. I think we're going to do Creme de la Creme because I just think that shade is so pretty. And it's a really beautiful like mustardy yellow. So we're just going to go ahead and start using that shade in the crease. So this one is actually pretty light. I thought it was going to be a little bit more pigmented. I think that this is going to be more of like a transition shade that is actually very light on my skin tone. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the crease shade because, okay, we got 1 to 0 again. Because it is a little bit too light even for me. So I'm just going to use that as a transition shade and we're just going to build from there. But I was expecting this to be a little bit more pigmented, but that's okay. So I'm just going to buff that out. And I'm just going to go ahead and take this shade and just even it out. Somebody watch me. Hello out there. Hello, YouTube land. It's all right. It's all right. So how are you guys doing? I'm actually off from work today. This is my only my only day off in the middle of the week. I actually was off on Sunday and now I'm off today. And then I'm supposed to be off Saturday. I'm actually working Sunday and Monday. I might ask my boss if I could get Monday off because that is Valentine's Day. So I'm not sure what me and my boyfriend are doing. I mean, we're just going to order in food and spend the night together. So yeah. All right. So first off, like I said, I think that shade is pretty light. But I don't know if I just want to keep it like that because like I kind of want this to be a very light look. But at the same time, I do want to see how these shadows build together. But again, just keep that in mind that that shade is a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay. I might just take just a couple of shades today. We're not going to do anything crazy. So then for the crease shade, I'm just going to go into this color right here called Rosé. And hopefully this gives me some more pigment. I'm just going to take a bunch of that. I really I'm trying not to dip too much into these shades because I don't want to ruin the beautiful embossing. All right, this shade isn't really giving me too much either, but it's definitely more pigmented than the first one. I don't know if it's just my eyes that are like dry right now because I expect some more pigment from her shadows, but again, we're gonna make it work. I think this is really pretty and soft so far. I think it might just be my eyes that are a little bit dry right now. I don't know if I should have done this as a live because now I can't post this as a video, but again, I think people will just tune in later or just rewatch. And I'm just going to apply it to this side. Again, just gonna build that up. I just expected them to be a bit darker. But it's nice. I do think my eyes are hella dry right now, so that's not really helping. I do find that these shades are a bit more powdery though than the shades in that time of year palette. Like I'm finding that there's quite a bit of powder kick up. I mean, it's nothing too crazy in the pan, but I can definitely see it like coming off the brush as I'm trying to build the shades. So I do like this color. I just, again, was hoping that these would be more pigmented. But I do like how soft and pretty that looks. It looks very pretty and feminine. All right. And then for the defining shade, I'm going to take this shade right here called Soiree. And it's a really pretty, like, cool toned, muted brown. Oh, damn. Okay, and then for the defining shade, I'm going to take Soiree, like I said, and I'm going to build that up to define my crease. This shade isn't really building either. I don't know if it's just me today, but I've never had a problem with this primer or powder building up shades. They all come off pretty light. So I'm just gonna build that up more. They just look dry. Again, they're very powdery. But it's building nicely. Maybe I should have had lunch before this. I just was not hungry yet. And I'm supposed to see my boyfriend today, but I told him he could sleep in because we were both up pretty late last night because I just like am going to bed too late again. And he went to bed pretty late, so I told him if he wanted to sleep, it wasn't a big deal. It's light. I think the shimmer is going to be beautiful, so I think that these light toned mattes are nice. I just don't know if they're pigmented enough for me necessarily, which isn't a big deal again. I mean, again, it's not like we're doing anything crazy today, so. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oh, sorry, that's my stomach. Um, I'm still trying to build up this shade and it's not really doing much. These are very, very powdery in the pan. I don't know if she changed up the formula a little bit more. But I like it. I just think that these take more building than her other palettes, like the That Time of Year palette and the Exquisite palette. They're both like extremely pigmented. So I love Christina so much, and I think this palette's gorgeous. I was just expecting a little bit more pigment, but it's okay. So now I'm going to apply some glitter glue. I don't really want to use the black because that's really the only deepening shade in this palette. And I kind of wish she would have put like a pinky toned brown, but that's just me. I know she does do black a lot in her palettes, and a black honestly is a game changer to deepen up looks. Like it can deepen up anything. And I think the black with the red, I really want to do a look like that. I think it's going to be stunning. So okay, and I think I'm going to swatch this palette after I'm done using it, just to see how they all swatch. And I'm just going to apply some glitter glue. Hopefully that's enough. Anybody there? Hello? Hello? I got one person. Say hello if you'd like. No pressure. Okay, so for my lid shade, I'm going to use this shade right here. Okay, they love to. This shade Oui, which is a like golden, sparkly, beautiful, like shifty, like gold to champagne kind of color. And I think this color looks gorgeous. So I'm going to use that as my lid shade. I just applied some glitter glue. And then I'm going to use that as my lid shade. Yeah, that's really pretty. That looks like wet looking. I love her duochrome shimmery shades. They're always so pretty. I'm just going to sweep that across the lid. Oh, that's really pretty. Wow. That sparkles like so beautifully. That's really nice. Wow. Ooh, that is stunning. That is super intense. Okay, so that's really pretty. Ooh, definitely amped up the look. I mean, of course, that happens with every shimmer, but that is stunning. I just find her duochromes to be a little bit more hard pressed, which is fine. That's really gorgeous. It goes exactly with my sweater. It has like a really beautiful like goldeny green shift to it. It looks much more like champagne-y gold in the pan. It's more of like a greeny gold on your eyes. Okay, let's just keep on building that up. Hello. I always feel like Mrs. Doubtfire when I say that. Like, hello. Maybe I should have just made it a regular video. I'm kind of regretting just not making it a regular video because this, I didn't know when the palette was actually going to come today or if I was going to have time to do a live. So now I'm kind of kicking myself. Because again, people are usually busy during this time of day because like they're going to pick up their kids from school. They're, you know, doing things, working, stuff like that. So that's why usually the later lives are more busy. So yeah, that was kind of my fault. So I'm just going to just build up the pigment a little bit more. I really think it's just my eyes that are dry right now, but I definitely like this more after I put the glittery shade on. Okay, so that's that. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Now we're just going to do the brow bone. Hello, welcome, whoever is here. Probably not going to stay. Then I'm just going to use, just going to do my brow bone highlight and use one of my ColourPop singles. Just going to use that. Hello, anybody out there? Hello. Not sure what I'm going to use for my base today, but we will see. Okay, I'm just going to go wet my sponge and I'll do the base. I also got to pee really quick. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not obsessed with this palette as much as her other palettes that I've had from her because I love her palettes. I do think that this was pretty powdery. I just wish it was a little bit more pigmented. I mean, I will definitely play with it more and see what my thoughts are. But that lid shade is absolutely stunning. I knew that the shimmers were going to be gorgeous. So, it's just the mattes that I wish were a little bit more buildable and a little bit more pigmented. So I'm just going to grab up my sponge. Just give me a second. Hello, if anybody's here. Oh, did I get a thumbs up? No, I didn't. But there's still one person watching. Okay. Sorry, I had to go grab my sponge. All right, let's see what I want to use for my face. There are quite a bit of tinted moisturizers I'm trying to use up right now, so it just depends on which one I actually want to use today. I think I'm just going to use my ColourPop. I just want something really light today. That's what we're going to use today. Hello. I'm getting a little hungry too. Yeah. Gonna blow my nose, sorry. You might swatch some stuff too. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. One of my friends is recently getting into makeup because she, wanted something to even out her complexion. And I told her to get the Urban Decay Hydromania because I'm like, that tinted moisturizer is so good for someone like her, for her type of skin because she has very dry skin. I'm like, you're gonna love that product. Oh, I got a thumbs up. Woohoo! Yes, hello. Hello. Such a dork. Hello there. Hey, Sandra. Yay, you're here. Of course, after I already applied the eyeshadows, but hello, my love. Okay, and then for my primer, I'm going to use just my ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer. I don't know if I should message Debbie, but it's okay. I think she's busy right now. Oh, dang, really? That's so funny because the last time I was live, it told me I had, they had said it was having trouble connecting and it didn't have a stable connection, and people said that I was fine. And now, of course, when it doesn't say that on my end, it says it's fine. Like, it's not saying that message to me. So YouTube, I don't understand. Like, make up your mind, please. Okay, now I can finally get it out of the bottle. Try refreshing, Sandra. Okay, so for my, oh my gosh, why did that get all over my counter? Actually, it's like my desk. I have like a desk pad. Okay, so for my, face makeup, I'm just going to use my Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I need to use this guy up, so I'm just going to use this today. It is a bit bizarre, though, because I'm not experiencing any, like, interruptions or anything, so that's pretty weird. Oh, did I tell you I ended up picking up the Nomad Palette, Sandra? I can't remember if I told you or not. And it already came today at the same time as the Gourmande Girls palette came. They both came at the same time in the mail. Even though the Gourmande Girls palette said it was going to come today between 1:30 and 3:30, and it came around 3 o'clock. When I checked the Nomad tracking, it said it was going to be coming on Friday, and then it just showed up today. Oh my god, I need to stop doing that. I think I'm gonna grab a snack, like some clementines, because I'm getting a little hungry. Who is the other person watching? It's probably one of my friends. They're like silent watchers. So how's your day going? Yeah, my stomach's like, I'm hungry, feed me. But I ate breakfast pretty late at like 12:30. I really need to stop getting up so late, but again, went to bed pretty late last night. Okay, and then for concealer, I don't know if I've used this recently, but I did pull out this concealer again. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm going to use my Ilia concealer in the shade Mallow, which is the lightest shade. Oh, nice. I love tuna salad. We were actually just talking about food on Debbie's last live. I was there like the whole time with her and Xenia. And no, I'm not working today. I'm actually supposed to see my boyfriend, but he hasn't messaged me yet. But I think he'll message me soon. So I figured to just go on a live and talk to you guys. But I also have a couple of errands to run. Actually, I really don't. I pretty much have everything I need. But I was thinking about just killing time going to the mall if he doesn't answer me before like 5. But it's really okay. Might just end up staying home tonight, which I need a down day anyway. I did get a drink with one of my friends last night after work. One of my coworkers, my friend Sarah. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you eat? This is starting to smell a little bit funky. And what's weird is that I have not had this concealer for that long. I think I've only had it like less than a year. This does say 12 months though, so I don't know. I feel like all these 12-month shelf life products always end up smelling funky like way earlier than the 12 months that are before the 12 months is over. So that's a little bit annoying to me. That happened with like my Milk Makeup stick foundation. It claimed it was supposed to last like 16 months and it didn't last past like 13. It started smelling funky after that. But also, like, most stick foundations don't have a cover underneath. Oh, dang. Yeah, fish can, if it's not fresh fish, that can mess you up. I'm so sorry. I might just have some fruit in a little bit. I don't know. I gotta eat something because my stomach is growling. I also messaged Christina to see if she could watch, but I feel like she's usually busy at this time of day. So I probably should have just made it a regular video, but I don't know. I felt like going live today. All right, and then for my under eyes, I'm going to use the Becca Hydra Mist powder. Oh my God, Caitlin, the Becca words. I'm just going to set my smile lines and my forehead. I love this powder. It's so lightweight and beautiful. Okay, and then for the... Oh, yay, awesome. I'm sure you'll get it soon then, just like I did. I'm just going to use my Pretty Fresh powder to... I know, right? To set my face. I don't know if I've used these two together yet, the tinted moisturizer with the Pretty Fresh powder. I think that's why I wanted to use it today. I can't remember if I've used these two together, but the Pretty Fresh line is like such a solid line from ColourPop. And then I'm just going to use the Pretty Fresh spray. Ah, my cap. Okay, and then for my let's go back into the rest of the eye look. And I'm just going to reinforce those mattes a little. It definitely builds up in pigment as you wear it a bit longer. I find that so interesting with some palettes that the pigment actually looks better after you like build it up a little bit more, and now I can really see like the pigment actually coming out. Oh girl, once you use highlighter, you can't go back. Highlighter is like my absolute favorite thing besides eyeshadow. I mean, y'all know how obsessed I am with shadow and eyeshadow palettes, but highlighters are like my weakness. I love highlighters so much. Okay, and then for the, I think I'm gonna smudge that shade Rosé on my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna use this really beautiful, like sparkly whitish pink shade called Feminine, and I'm gonna put that on my inner corners. So I'm gonna use Rosé first. Hello, friend. Yeah, I love highlighter. Am I just gonna use my Gourmande Girls highlighting palette today? Sandra, if you want highlight, you need to get that palette. The Gourmande Girls formula is amazing. Okay, I went from 4 watchers back to 2. At least I got another thumbs up, so that's awesome. Hello. I don't know why this is getting in my eye a little bit. Like I said, these are a little bit powdery, so I feel like it's kind of getting in my eye. Why is it doing that? All right, Caitlin, just smudge it underneath. It's very, very light, though. Seriously, it's absolutely stunning. I might just use it today to show you how beautiful it is. I was too lazy to get anything else and just use what's in front of me, but I feel like I have to show it to you. But I know you've seen Debbie use it probably like a million times, but it's just so gorgeous. These are very powdery, though. Just keep that in mind. I just wanted it to be a very light wash of color, so it actually works pretty nice. Okay, and then I'm going to take that super beautiful whitish pinkish color on my inner corners, but I really feel like I got some eyeshadow in my eyes. That's not very good. And I'm just going to take that and put that on my inner corners. It's a really beautiful, like, frosty pinkish color. That's really pretty. Ooh, yes. I was going to do, like, a pinkish look for my first look, but I'm going to save that for Valentine's Day. This is probably going to be the palette I wear on Valentine's Day. Another reminder. Let's turn that off. That is super beautiful. Wow. That's a stunning shade. Ooh. Love that. All right, let me go grab some oranges because it's 4 o'clock now. I need to eat a little snack, so just give me a second. Oof. Okay. Okay. So let me just eat this real quick. Oh, that's so good and sweet. What do I want for liner? It's very cold. The song Tearing Up My Heart has been stuck in my head all day from NSYNC. It's like their first single ever. It's from like 1997, okay? I was like 8 years old when it came out. But I think I don't even know when I first heard that song. But I can't believe I was only 8 when it came out. All right, so let's save the other one for a little bit from now. And the reason why it's stuck in my head is because Xenia used the All I Ever Wanted palette from... No, I said Tearing Up My Heart. Xenia used the All I Ever Wanted palette from Unearthly Cosmetics in Debbie's Live. And there's like a part that goes like, I mean, it's literally the opening line of the song, actually. It says, "You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed, yeah." So since the palette is called All I Ever Wanted, like Xenia kept on singing that part of the song on Xenia's live, on Debbie's live when they were live together. So now I can't get it out of my head. So I listened to the song earlier and I was like, wow, I haven't listened to this song in a long freaking time. Okay, I don't know why all my primers are literally like falling. I also have this sample of a primer that I still haven't used. It's this little Estee Lauder one. I really need to try that. I'll try that in my next video. So tell me what to do now, 'cause I want you back. Yeah, it's like their oldest first hit, and that song is so good. And then Backstreet Boys came out with, I think it was What's Going On. Was that their first song? Do 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 do. We've got it going on for years. So they did that one. But the song that really like shot them to fame was Quit Playing Games with My Heart. What's Going On wasn't really, I mean, that's still like a great song too, but I don't think that blew them up as much as Quit Playing Games. So, okay. So I just want to do a nude liner today. If I could find my nude liner. But I might just do like a light metallic one. I don't know. I don't feel like getting up and getting my nude liner. So I'm just going to use the metallic liner from one of the sets I have from ColourPop. And this is the shade Silver Lake. This is a really beautiful color. So tell me what to do now. My mirror's in my lap. I'm just going to take that and put it on the waterline. Oh, that's actually really pretty with this look. That's okay. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. I think I'm going to post the video that I needed to post right after this because I still haven't heard from him, so yeah, that's really pretty with this look. Okay, so we have that, and then I'm just gonna do mascara. I'm just gonna use my Act Natural mascara from ColourPop because I love this mascara. This is the brown one. It's like my favorite everyday mascara, but it gives your lashes some length. ColourPop really makes great lengthening mascaras. Not necessarily giving you more volume, but definitely make your lashes very long. Basically, every other product I've used is ColourPop besides the palette. I didn't think that was going to happen. Hey, thank you. I'm using the Gourmande Girls C'est L'amour palette. I'm just trying to separate my lashes. Okay. And then I'm just going to do my bottom lashes. I want to be done pretty soon. So tell me what to do now. It's a really pretty palette. It's definitely not your color story because it's very pink, but it's really pretty. I had to get this palette. Once Christina came out with the pink palette, I'm like, I am all over that. You guys know how much I love pink eyeshadow, but I did a more neutral look today, and I really like how it turned out. Yeah, I can definitely see the pigment now, and I really like how it looks now, so I knew I was going to end up loving it. Just always have to trust the process. Okay, and then for bronzer, I'm going to take my Ilia bronzer in the shade Drawn In and just bronze up my skin. Should I do Gourmande Girls Nikki's Nude? Because I was going to use that for my Valentine's Day look with this palette. So I don't know if I'm going to use a different color today for the lips. I probably will. Probably just going to go with a nude. Okay, so for the blush, I really want to use this one that's in front of me. And this is the MAC blush from, I forgot what collection, but this packaging was literally some of the most amazing packaging they ever did. I love this like marble pink packaging. It's just gorgeous. And this is the Into Eternity. This is the Electric Wonder collection. And this is the iridescent powder in the shade Into Eternity. So I'm going to use that. Look at that packaging. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, good. Yeah, my dogs, they love to bark too throughout the day. But my mom's home, so they're not really barking right now. So I'm just going to apply that. I did get another palette today, though, Justice, and I wanted to swatch it if you could stay around for a few minutes, because I'm going to be done with this look in probably like 10 minutes. Yeah. My neighbors aren't really that, I mean, it's only really like in the summertime. In the wintertime, they're not bad. But it's not really our neighbors that live like directly next to us or across the street. Okay, thank you. It's more like the neighbors that we have like down the block. They love to throw a lot of parties in the summertime, so. Okay, but you just said that you could just stop by to say hi, so I just wanted you to stick around a little bit longer. Okay, so for highlights, I guess I will use the Gourmande Girls highlighting palette just to show you guys how beautiful it is. Actually, I could have used the Gourmande Girls blush too. But again, I'm going to use that in my Valentine's Day look, so. All right, so I'm going to use the highlighting palette. Hopefully, Sandra, you're here for this part because I just want to show how pretty it is. So the colors I'm going to use are the top two, which are Sunstone and Moonstone, and I'm going to go ahead and apply those. Okay. So I'm just going to apply that, and we have 4 people watching, so please say hello. And I'm just going to apply that. This formula is some of the smoothest, like more like buttery formulas, and it just applies so beautifully. I swear, if you get this palette, Sandra, these are going to be like your go-to everyday highlights. They're just stunning. Debbie uses it almost like every day. And I was using this a crap ton when that time of year palette came out because these were like the perfect tones to complement those colors. And then I was mixing like some of the shades from that time of year palette with these, and it just was so beautiful. It really is. It's super smooth on the skin. It works for so many different skin types and all different ages. That it's just such a stunning formula. I hope that she comes out with more highlighting and cheek products. I know that she's launched a lot of eyeshadow palettes over the past few months, so I hope that she expands her cheek range. I know she told me that it takes a little bit longer for her to develop those things, so I can't wait though. I'm so excited. I know she has a lot of stuff in store for us this year. So this release is already amazing. I can't wait to see what's next. But yeah, Sandra, like I said, did I tell you I got the Nomad palette? The Snow Whistler Lodge. I know I told you I got the All Amethyst palette, but I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get the Nomad one, and then I ended up buying it because after Debbie had posted her review on that palette, she basically convinced me to get it. So, and I also was the first to use, yeah, and it came in the mail today at the same time as this palette came. Isn't that crazy? But I was actually, the reason why I ordered it, I mean, I didn't really need a reason because I felt like I was going to order it anyway. I was like, yeah, I always convinced myself not to get these things. And then I watched like 5 reviews on these palettes. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to get it. I always end up convincing myself anyway. But like I said, I knew I was going to pick up this palette because I knew I was going to get it from the moment that Christina showed me the palette. Okay. So we're almost done. I need to brush my teeth really quick. Just give me a second. And then we'll do the lips. Okay, I'm back. Let me just pull a lipstick for me to put on. To decide what lipstick, though, is always the question. I swear I have a million lipsticks that I just use over and over and over again. Oh, you know what? Let's use this one. This will be pretty. I think I am going to use a pinkier tone lipstick. It's not that pinky tone. It's very sheer. Okay, so I'm going to use this Winky Lux one in the shade Posh. I was actually going to use the Winky Lux highlighter today, but I, of course, like I said, wanted to use the Gourmande Girls one. So I'm just going to use this one as my lippy. And it's more like a nudish pink. It's really pretty. Excuse me. I'm sorry. right, so that's pretty much it for the look. My hair is like not playing nice right now. Thank you. Yeah, it's a really pretty, like, sheer, easy lipstick. Yeah, I think that works perfectly with this. Okay, so thank you, Justice and Sandra, for watching. I'm just gonna swatch and show you guys the Nomad palette real quick because I haven't even opened it yet. Because like I said, I just received it and I wanted to try this palette first, obviously. Okay. So that's that. Okay, so now let's open up this baby right here because this is the first time I'm opening it. I thought it'd be fun just to show you guys on a live. I still cannot believe this came so quickly. Like, oh, I definitely am. I know you want to see it too, Sandra. Okay, let's see. If you want to see this palette in action, go check out Debbie's video, of course, because she does a beautiful look with it. Look at this packaging. I don't know if I want to open it yet because I haven't hauled it yet, but it's actually pretty easy to put back in its packaging. Let's see if there's any notes or anything. Oh, so cute. The cards are adorable. And it comes like with a little, oh, this is a coaster. That's adorable. Nomad Lodge, Whistler, BC, Nomad Lodge, Canada, and it says a howling good time. That's adorable. And then it also comes with a card. It's so cute, this little postcard. It says, to Caitlin, Huntington, NY. Thanks, beauty, much. Thanks very much for your order. I thought it said thanks, beauty. We hope you'll love your new Nomad goodies. Enjoy. And it says, thanks so much again. That's really cute. I did order one of their highlighters because I also I've never tried anything from Nomad, and I know Sandra's a pretty big fan of Nomad's formula, and a lot of people have been raving about it. Thank you. A lot of people have been raving about their formula, and there wasn't really like a color story I was sure I really wanted until this one came out, and I thought this was such a beautiful palette. So look how friggin' adorable this is. I can't wait to display this for my like wintry Wonderland Valentine's Day vibes, and then it shows like what the shades are on the back. That's really cute. This is really beautiful. Definitely very high quality packaging. And the palette's very heavy and substantial. Let me just drop it because that's what we do. And then let's just go ahead and open it up for you guys because I'm just dying to open it. And we can go through all of this when I haul it. I don't have to. Oh my God, this is so stunning. I swear, every palette's always more beautiful in person. Look at this. And I was thinking about using like the minty tones for my look today because I was wearing like this greenish sweater. But I'm so glad I tried the Gourmande Girls palette. But this is really, really pretty, you guys. Wow, that's gorgeous. So is there any shades that you guys really want me to swatch? I'm just going to start swatching anyway, but if there's any specific shade, just let me know. I'm just going to go into probably this color. Like I really want to swatch some of these like shades on this side. So let's just go ahead and see what these look like. I've never touched Nomad Cosmetics. I don't know how their formula is. I've heard it's a pretty beginner-friendly formula, and I like that the shades are a little bit more muted and more of like the cooler tone side, because I feel like this palette is still colorful, but also like if you want to like try color, I really don't want to mess up the embossments because they're also adorable. So that's that gold shade. If you're like afraid of color, I think that this is a really nice palette for you, or like honestly any of their palettes. So that is the gold. You guys know I love gold, so I really wanted to see what that looked like first, and then let's swatch Whistler. That's beautiful. They are definitely more sheer, and they're more of like a buildable formula and very sparkly. So that one is Berry Cool, and this one is called Whistler, which is the signature shade. And then I really want to swatch this color called Ski Bum. I felt like this color was very similar to the one that's in the Nomad, not Nomad, obviously that's what we're swatching. The, whatchamacallit, the Odin's Eye palette, the Giant Wolves palette, color, what is it called? I think it's called Eternal. That's Annette's, collab with Odin's Eye, and it's kind of similar, but I do see some differences in this one. It's really pretty. Okay, the dark blue is called Snowmad, which is adorable. Look at that. That's super pigmented. Yeah, let's do some of the mattes. Oh, those are super duper soft. That's a gorgeous blue. Wow, that's really pretty. And let's do the green après-ski. Wow, that's really nice too. Again, very soft, but very pigmented. That one is après-ski. That's really pretty. I'm getting hungry. I don't know where my boyfriend is. I might just eat right now because I'm really getting hungry. And let's just swatch a couple more. What other colors do you guys want me to swatch? I'm going to do Black Comb, which is this really beautiful, like, shimmery blue. That's gorgeous, too. Again, definitely swatches more sheer, but they're very buildable. That's a really pretty blue. It has, like, pink and purple sparkles in it. It's very pretty. Okay, and then what else do you want me to swatch? Might just swatch all of them. Let's do this Up to Snow Good. Such cute punny names. That's definitely more sheer as well. So you definitely have to build up the colors a little, but I don't mind that for the lid shades because if they're buildable but pigmented, that doesn't bother me. That one is Up to Snow Good. And again, that definitely is more sheer than what it looks like in the pan, but it's a really beautiful, like, berry toned shimmer with some pink sparkles in it as well. I've been live for almost 2 hours. No, it's 1 hour and 15 minutes. I thought for some reason it said 1 hour and 50 minutes. Okay, well, I guess that's all I'm going to swatch right now. I'm not going to try and swatch the whole palette just because I really don't want to screw up the shades in here. I just want to like try Powder Specialist. It looks like a really stunning, like, duochromy whitish color. Very similar to the one I used on my inner corners from Gourmande Girls. It's a really pretty, like, shimmery white as well. It reflects more like pinky in person. It's pretty sheer as well. You're not really going to see that one as well either. So those are all the shades I'm going to swatch right now. Okay, let's do the red. This is more of like a muted orangey red almost. It's not like a true, like, deep tone red, but nonetheless, it's still beautiful. I'm already ruining the embossing. I was really hoping to keep it, like, intact, but it's a little hard to go around the embossments. Yeah, that one's a little bit more sheer as well, and that one is called For Fox Sake, which is also gorgeous. So those are really pretty. Honestly, this color story is really beautiful and complementary to each other. So I think I'm gonna have a fun time creating looks with this palette. I just don't know when I'm gonna try it. Probably this weekend. That's a really pretty palette. Are there any colors you guys want me to swatch in the Gourmande Girls palette? And then I'm gonna go. Okay, let's just go ahead and close this up. I know you're getting your palette later today, Sandra, so if you just want to swatch it in person, then I understand. This is adorable. I can't wait to test it out. But again, I cannot believe how fast this came. I ordered this. When did I order this? Yeah, I understand. I'm not really like a huge colorful person either, but I just thought that these colors were so pretty that I thought it would be a fun palette to get. And I have been dipping into more colorful looks. Um, okay, it said it was on the way on Sunday. I think I ordered it Saturday night and it came on Wednesday. Like, that's some hella fast shipping. It did come from, I believe, Austin, Texas. Tracking history. Yeah, it came from Dallas, Texas. So they are based in Dallas, Texas. So yes, it was a US order. So for some reason I thought it was going to take longer. It did say 5 business days, but it only took 3. So that was some really fast shipping. Yes, I think your collection is so cute and it kind of inspired me to try them even more. So this is the Gourmande Girls Cest Amore palette. This is what I used on my eyes today. I'm just going to go through my look really quick for both of you guys since you both. Sorry, I thought my brother was saying something to me. Since both of you weren't here when I applied the eyeshadows, I'm just going to go through what I applied real quick. So I just went in with Creme de la Creme first for like a transition shade. I was only going to use it as my crease shade, but it was a little bit too light to just use as my crease shade. So I went ahead and used that for my transition shade. And then I built up the crease shade more with the shade Rose. And this is a really pretty like peachy toned matte. And then I just defined the crease with the shade Soiree, which is a really pretty like pinky mauve shade, like a deep pinky mauve. And then for the lid, I went in all over the lid with the shade Ouai, which is a really beautiful like goldish champagne duochrome, and it's stunning. And then I just went in with ColourPop's Hear Me Out and Firefly on my brow bone. And then I went ahead and went in with Rosé underneath the lower lash line. Which one? This one? Oh, yeah, sure. That's the one I am wearing all over my lid. And then for the inner corners, I went in with the shade Feminine, which is a really beautiful, like, whitish pink shimmer. And that's my eye look for today. So let's swatch this one. It is kind of a duochrome, so it's going to swatch sheer, but it does build up really nice on the lids. So that's really gorgeous. Again, it's going to be super sparkly and shimmery, but it's so pretty in person. It reflects like goldish champagne. Thank you. I am going to swatch some of these just because I want to see how the pigment is because I haven't even swatched the rest of these shades yet. I just slapped it on my eyeballs. So I'm going to swatch Shiny. No, not Shiny. I just read Sandra saying shiny. So I was like, I'm going to swatch shiny. This one is called Biscus, and it's a really beautiful, soft matte pink. Very, very soft pink. I really want to swatch the red, which is called Rouge. Oh yeah, that is super pigmented. Ooh, wow. These two shades are going to be so pretty together. The pink and the red. Ooh, yes, that red is beautiful. When I watched, I know, right? I just read the name that you said. And I'm like, yeah, shiny. Kat said in her review video that this was like the most pigmented shade, so it definitely is. And then let's do Passion, which is a really beautiful shimmery red. Shimmery reds are pretty hard to do as well. Yes, we definitely do. That's a shimmery red. Reds are pretty hard to get pretty metallic, but this looks really pretty. It reminds me of the reddish shade, reddish shimmer in the ColourPop Main Squeeze palette. That was really the only other palette I had like a shimmery red in. That was a good one, actually. So I want to see how this one compares. And then this shade is called Avant Garde, which is a really pretty, like almost rose goldy shimmery brown shade. It's also really gorgeous. And then we'll swatch Boudoir, which is a really pretty pink shimmer. Oh, that's so pretty. I was almost tempted to use that one today on my lid, but I think these are the remaining shades I needed to swatch. And that's the pink. Again, super pretty. But again, I do notice these are more hard pressed than her other palettes. So just keep that in mind. They're a little bit more buildable than her other palettes are. And then the last one is the black. And I always know that Gourmande Girls has amazing black mattes. So I know this is going to be amazing. I would love to see how this compares to the one in the Exquisite palette. Oh, that's really nice. That is the black. That's a really nice black. Sorry about my swatches sometimes, but as long as you guys can see decolor. So that is the black. So yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I think that the palette is really, really pretty. And if you guys pick this up, I would love to know what your thoughts are on it. I can't wait for you to try it, Sandra. I think it's really, really pretty. Thank you to both of you for being here and watching my live. I know this was kind of random, but I feel like Christina will just rewatch this later. But it's a really pretty palette, and I highly recommend it if you guys decide to pick it up yourselves. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just really wanted to try it today and use it. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Really love how the look turned out. It's super pretty. Bye. Just waiting to see if people are going to say bye, and then I'll go, but it's not really a big deal. I'm starving, so I got to go. Bye. Okay. Bye, girl. Bye, Justice.